Hi, so this is my experience with lesson 2 of Course in Weight Loss, where you write a letter to your not thin self and they write back. When I did this the first time, 6 months ago, it was very, very deep and intense, and the letter back from Not Thin Harriet was really vicious. I was shocked, swearing at me and my goodness me, I don't know. This time it was being a bit more constructive, so I'll just read you those letters. So this is what I wrote. Dear Fat Harriet, I am in a big shift at the moment where I'm just taking responsibility for every failure of my adult life, and that includes weight loss. So I see you as a failure. Marianne tells me it's time to integrate you, but am I still too horrified by your existence to do so? I feel terrified, to tell the truth. But surely taking responsibility is shedding this horror. How do I feel about you? Well, you're the dumping ground for my shame and self-loathing. I can see a chunk of light here. You're like the unloved Cinderella being made to carry all my luggage. Does that make me your ugly sister? Carry my luggage on my world tour of living unconsciously. But guess what? Since January I've needed you so badly, my eating has reverted to complete out of control. You are proof of my unconscious living. While I still see you as the failed part of me, then I am in fact not taking responsibility for everything I've done to harm myself. I want to let you in. I know that happiness and power lies that way, but I'm not sure how. At the moment, I'm the ugly sister and you're Cinderella. I need to transform and be okay with you, not constantly wish you gone. By letting you in, I take responsibility. By letting you in, I take back the power I was born with. The ugly sister has no power, just luggage. This is how I think it happens. I connect to source, I let you in, I love you, I take responsibility, I regain control and power, and you dissolve into me, no longer in need of a voice. The ugly sister in me disperses into thin air, along with her luggage, which is of course the excess weight. I see now all these spiritual and emotional processes that need to take place before the weight can dissolve. Trying to love you, Harriet. And this is what Not Thin Me wrote back. It says, Dear Harriet, normal Harriet, thin Harriet, not sure. So pissed off, but alas, you see. Get me some nice clothes for God's sake. I'm like Tom. Tom is my child. He's 3 and he's speech delayed. He has a lot of tantrums. So I'm like Tom having a tantrum. You don't hear me, just like you don't decode Tom's frustration. You carry on with this deafness, then you see the results. They are sitting on your body. Your deafness is not hearing my message, and that message is written in block capitals. You're not so conscious as you think. Fear still infects your minds. Love me, not the fat, just me and what I mean, and the fear will go. It can't survive if you let me in, because by letting me in, you look your fear and all its results, all those failures in the eye, and say, okay, I own this, but I separate from it. It's not me. I am more. That's it. That's my message. Connect to source, love yourself, love me, and the rest falls into place. The fat is a huge army tank that's crashed into the front garden of your sense of self. You've been trying to move it. If you'd only open the lid of the tank and look inside, there's a message for you. And if you'd only read that message and really listen to what it's saying, it'll tell you where to find the ignition key for the tank. Then you'll be able to drive it off your land. Once that happens, it's amazing how fast that garden of your sense of self will become beautiful again, will flourish. Yours, comma, still quite pissed off, Not Thin Harriet. So there's quite a lot there, and it's been really, really useful. Something that came to me while I was doing some visualisation the other day is that it does all happen with connecting to Source, so meditating and thinking in a more spiritual way and moving on from all the feelings I talked about in lesson 1. Now the thing is that if I can let Source into me, then that means that I start to love all parts of me, and then I can let Not Thin Harriet in. So that's how it happens. So if you've read lesson 2 and you feel completely at the bottom of the barrel, like I hate this part of me and I know I've got to love it, but how can I do it? It doesn't happen in a logical way. I'm really, really sure of that. It just happens by you getting to grips with the spiritual side of you, and then it will kind of happen by osmosis, I hope. Okay, hope this helps. Bye.